Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Runnergy Runner's Desk. Today we are going to be taking a look at the 1080s. This is the new version 14. My name is Jeff, your host here, and thanks for joining me. Brand new 1080 version 4. It's actually been out for a little bit, but I've been running on them and trying to get a good feel for them. And I have to say, aside from the $5 price hike of going up to $165, this has been a really great update. Really like this update. There is just one reason why I don't tend to grab it for myself. But we'll get to that towards the end of the video. So a few quick specs on this shoe. Again, it comes out at $165. The weight in the men's size 9 is just over 10 ounces. And the women's in a size 7 is just over 8. So it's a fairly lightweight shoe. I actually find it to be very responsive and enthusiastic feeling running in them. I also enjoy walking in them. So if you're a walker, these are also really great in my opinion. I have enjoyed walking in them as much as I have ran in them. And then, let me tell you, I don't always see that. Some shoes I really like walking in, and some shoes I really prefer the run in and so forth. But these were really good for both. Let's start off on the bottom of this shoe. Not much from New Balance here as far as information on what the bottom is. Obviously, you have a lot of exposed white here, foam here that can wear, but this has been quite durable. I would imagine carbon rubber targeted spots here for high wear area. You know, it's classic New Balance here. It's been very durable. There's like no signs of any wear on this. About a month's worth of running for me. I'm also wearing other shoes. Not just these, I am testing some other shoes from Asics that are coming up, and hopefully from On. I've been worried that I might get a shoe from them. Traction has been very good in this shoe. I've ran on multiple surfaces from my regular everyday bike path run that has some debris and stuff on it. I've not been slipped around at all on this thing. And dirt paths, it's been fine. So I would say even some light, very casual trail will be fine in this shoe. As far as the tread goes, I even did rain here in Los Angeles, so I even did a few runs and walks in the rain or light rain, and traction was more than adequate. So very good on that. Let's get to the meat and potatoes here, the midsole. This is where, to me, there's been the biggest amount of changes is in the midsole here, this foam, and this little area right in here. This has been kind of the conversation with me with the 1080s. The previous version had a huge crease right here, and it really made the shoe just kind of bow out this way and not really provide very good stability on the lateral side of the shoe. I'm happy to say they have improved it. It's not 100%. In fact, I just had a customer who felt that they were a little bit too soft, and my guess was that it was from this. So it just depends on how you come down, what your size of frame is, if you're wearing insoles inside the shoe, but you may want to try it on and walk around a little bit and just make sure you don't feel like you're kind of like going out to the outside in the shoe. Again, it's tremendously better than the previous version as far as this little heel lateral side stability. Medial side of the shoe is very good. It can even handle a very reasonable amount of pronation if you tend to pronate. Forefoot cushioning in this shoe I have found to be really good, really nice. Again, the whole shoe's, the padding is just really good. It's cushy, but definitely, aside from here, not mushy. This is the only area that can be a little mushy feeling. And if you feel that, you may want to go to the 880 from New Balance. Well, that's getting updated as well, so we will have to see on the new version. I did get a sneak peek of it, and it did look pretty beefy, so we'll see. This competes with shoes like the Brooks Glycerin, especially the previous 21 and the 22. Glycerin, I do feel, are a little bit better stability in this area of the shoe. Again, that heel lateral area. But again, if you're not real heavy on that, this is just a great feeling shoe as far as the smoothness from heel to toe. One of the things about this midsole that is different from the competitors, like say the Brooks Glycerin, is that those have like a 10 to 12 millimeter heel lift, and this is a 6 millimeter difference from here to the ball of the foot. So again, let me repeat that. The Glycerin is a 10 plus millimeter difference from the heel to the ball of the foot. Shoes like the Nimbus from Asics are 8. Again, from here to here, it angles down and tapers down to 8 millimeters lower. This is 6, so this is definitely on the lower side. This is kind of getting close to like Hoka Clifton. And I actually kind of get a lot of Hoka Clifton vibe, or I think it's called the Hoka Skyflow a little bit, although that's much beefier in this corner heel. But anyway, yeah, really good midsole on this shoe, much improved from the previous version, much better stability here, although it could be still a little bit better. I don't know if you're picking it up here, but there is still kind of a groove right here on this midsole. Let me see if I can actually kind of just squeeze this here. Again, it's much better than before. So let's move on to the upper of this shoe. That is the top part here, the fabric, the part that kind of provides the fit and so forth. Wow, is this great. This is arguably the best part of this whole shoe. It is really nice. This has been fitting absolutely phenomenally on people. People I know who have it. It is arguably the most comfortable 1080 upper that they have provided. It comes in tons of sizes and widths. I'm looking at I know it goes from women's double A, which is like narrow, all the way up to women's, I believe, extra wide. Not just wide, but we're talking narrow, medium width, wide, and extra wide in the women's. And I believe, let me just see if I can find it here in my notes. Yes, here we go. Women's, men's. I believe this might even come in a men's narrow. I don't see a note for that here, but I mean, there's a lot of widths here. Oh yeah, men's narrow all the way up to men's extra wide. So we're looking at, my understanding is a narrow, which is a men's B, right? Because men's medium width is a D. Goes all the way up to a men's 4E. So a lot of widths in this shoe. One thing to keep in mind as far as sizes and widths, not every single size and width will come in every single color. So just letting you know so you don't get disappointed there. So with an upper that has been fitting phenomenally, it's very common. You can see some stretch to it. It got lots of size options and so forth. Let's get to why I cannot grab this shoe confidently and just head out the door and go for a run walk in this shoe. And it is because this heel counter back here, the angle, this angle here has pushed in onto the back lower end of my Achilles and can be very very uncomfortable right here. I have to pull this thing out. I have to bend it out and do stuff to it. It is better, but I still occasionally will get out into the middle of a walk run and this will start pushing in on my Achilles, and it is not comfortable. To say the least. Again, there are times I'll step out there and it doesn't do it. I don't feel it. Sometimes it will come and go. So again, it might depend on what sock I'm wearing. Maybe maybe I should have tried it with a different insole, but I wanted to really test this shoe the way it comes out of the box. Other than that, this is the new 1080 version 4. I have very thoroughly enjoyed this shoe aside from that heel thing. And everyone else I know who has this shoe, who doesn't feel this, they absolutely love this version. It has been an absolute hit. As far as the looks go, customers grab the shoe thing off the wall. I mean, people like the look of this model as well. So anyway, this is Jeff here from Runnergy. I hope you liked the video. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share. Check out the Runnergy website. I am adding some new stuff to that. and we stay connected with us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions or anything like that, please shoot them down in the comments down below. And with that, keep on moving, 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 moving.